Alright, YouTube, so I'm uploading a video right now titled Novorossi 28.8 Rex Legend wanting to learn how to tune her advice welcome. So that'll segue into this video here, and then we'll talk about a couple of things that I have in the works, things that I'm doing. um, uh, First of all, I just want to let people know, my subscribers or anybody else out there who I offended, that's not what I intended to do. I didn't ever intend to offend anybody or make anybody think that I was better than them or anything like that, because that's the furthest, from the truth. So, and basically I want to apologize to you guys for if I ever made anybody think that I knew more than I really did. I apologize for that, and I am looking for help. I do want to learn. I probably did get a little bit cocky and thinking that I actually knew more. I guess in my brain I really wanted to believe that I knew a lot more than I really did, and it kind of came over as being an ass, and I'm the asshole. So I just want to put that out there, but I'm not going anywhere. I think that I owe y'all that. You guys that have tried to give me advice, and maybe I didn't take it in the best way possible. For that, I do apologize to you people. Muggy, he is who he is, and he's going to be who he is. He'll tell you that himself. He's not going to be the nicest person to you when he's trying to get his point across. Now, I will say, just like I have said all along, Muggy's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing, and I've learned a lot of things from him. He says I wasn't sincere in my apology to him, and quite the contrary. I was sincere about it. Yeah, I don't want anything from him. I'm not trying to get back in his good graces or anything like that. I could care less. If he doesn't like me, he doesn't want to help me out, so be it. There's tons of other people out there that are willing to help me. But my apology to Muggy was sincere, and I did mean it. Now, my apology was for calling him an asshole. He's right. It's the how do you say it? The pot calling the kettle black, or kettle calling the pot black, or whatever it is. I shouldn't be calling people names, period, at all, for whatever reason. I let things get the best of me, and I do apologize. But I'm not going to go on video and apologize for all these other things he's trying to get me to do. I'm just not going to do that. I was wrong in the way that I accepted criticism from the viewers, and what I would like to do is just put all this behind me. I want to learn, and I want you guys' advice. So basically I'm going to keep my mouth shut and try to learn. You guys want to give me advice on certain things, I'm actually going to write it down. A lot of times I go through the comments and stuff, and I forget half the stuff that was told to me. So I'm going to start writing things down so I can be more prepared, so I can actually learn something. So I'm not trying to backpedal or anything like that. I'm trying to go forward. I'm trying to pedal forward. So if it's okay with you guys, I want to just put the past in the past, and I'm not going to shut my channel down. I don't want to shut my channel down. I want to learn. I want to go forward. So that's that. That's what I wanted to say. So again, Muggy, I'll apologize to you again for calling you an asshole. Nobody has the right to call anybody names. There were a lot of things said about me, some pretty vicious attacks going on, things like that, but maybe I deserved it. So you can take that for what it's worth, and know that I'm going to move forward. and I am going to learn, and I am going to be one of the baddest 1/8 scale nitro guys out there. I'm going to keep buying whips, I'm going to keep buying engines, I'm going to keep trying to learn and tune and clean and use my bump box. Anything and everything that has to do with 1/8 scale nitro, I'm going to do it. I'm also going to be buying a 5th scale for the winter. I may not get into it right away, but I will be purchasing it, even if I just let it sit in the box in the corner for now. But that will be a winter project over Christmas, so you guys can look forward to that. And some other things that I'm doing. So the Techno, yeah, I have the issue that I had was I Loctited the outdrive cup in the front differential, but I guess I didn't get it seated all the way down on that plateau, that platform, so it came loose. And when it came loose, it tore up the spider gears in the center differential. So I'm going to order all that tomorrow. I'm going to order just the complete center diff. There's nothing wrong with the spur gear, it's still good, but I'll order the complete center diff, so I'll have all that stuff as spares. Then we'll get it all back together, and we'll put it back on the ground. I am going to order some different types of fuel line. I'm going to order an additional tank as well for the Techno. So if you give me till towards the end of next week, we should have this thing back on the ground. And that's that for the Techno. What else? Alright, on this guy, as y'all can see, I was trying to tune it. I think I'm just going to get another tank for this. I'll probably buy a couple of tanks to have a couple in reserve. But this line kept popping off here. How it comes off real easy. And that was messing with my tune. So, and I didn't realize it had come off. So that was one issue. The other issue was, there were several issues. Just as Family Affair had given me a little bit of advice, and I appreciate that. The reason it was running over when I would do a high-speed run and come to a stop, and it would, I apparently, and I fixed it, was that my carburetor endpoints were off, and my slide was dropping in further than the edge of the Venturi. So I got that fixed. I think you could see that in the video, that it was a lot better. And then the other problem that I had was my endpoints were off a little bit. So all this was working against each other. My endpoints were off. I noticed I was hitting the brake and the idle would drop, and I let off and it would get up. So my endpoints were off, the adjustment on the slide was off, and in turn that made me you know, jack up all the needles and the carburetor slide and all kinds of stuff. So, but I think I'm back on the right track with it. I think you could see towards the end of the video. Now I need to just figure out why, after sitting for a few minutes, that it'll die. I know that it'll do that sometimes when it idles more, but I don't think it should die, you know, that quick. I don't think the idle should be lobing out that low. So if you guys can watch that video and maybe help give me some advice on this. Also, the question that I had about the Nova carb, and do we, on the LRP, you know, do we use the settings of the Nova carb or the LRP engine? I think that's a pretty honest question for a newbie. I thought that you know, there were no dumb questions. So it is a little bit confusing for us guys that don't know. That's why I was asking, and I'm sure that's why the other gentleman was asking as well, because we didn't know. So, but Muggy, as Muggy so eloquently put it, we tune it based on the carburetor and the carburetor settings. So I got that now. You guys that have any questions out there, if you're doing a Nova Rossi carburetor on an LRP, you tune to the settings of the carburetor itself. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Thank you, Muggy, for that information. That's awesome. And then also the other information that he put out there today in that beautiful video about some guy named Woogie was the adjustments. When you adjust your low, you're going to have to subsequently adjust your high as well. You know, opposites of each other is what I'm getting from that information. So thank you for that again, Mr. Muggy. Appreciate that. That was all helpful information. See, throughout all this, people, Muggy hasn't blocked me and I haven't blocked him. I mean, I think I blocked him a couple of times and then went back and unblocked him. But I really would like to leave the channels of communication open, regardless of the situation, so we can just move on with this process. The only other thing is this guy is going bye-bye. I'm going to sell her. I don't know if I'll be off tomorrow on time. I probably won't get off till about 7 or 8 tomorrow. But I'm going to go ahead and load it up in the car. And if I do get a chance to get off, I'm going to run it over to the gentleman that's buying it. He's going to meet me at my local hobby shop. This is a badass LST XXL. It's the original. It's got the Big Joe 40 series with the Weld Racing 23mm rims. It's got a brand new Dynamite Big Red, and it's got the LST gas version tank, but I did switch out the lines for nitro lines. It's got all brand new servos, brand new transmission gears. It's basically a brand new truck. Got the 053 pipe. That's something else, fellas. I got all these pipes and headers and stuff, and once I got the Nova stuff, I just let the 053s go by the wayside. So I may see if I can look at it, it's got oil dripping out of it. I may see if I can throw this on something. I'm not even sure I remember what they run best on, but you know, I got that pipe and I got the OS 2090 and its accompanying header there, and I've got the oh, that's a TLR RE12 that I've got. I've had that for a while, and this is the stock pipe and header that came off the 8T. And then I got all my headers over here, some more 053 headers. I think this is the 41031 header right there. But anyway, people, I just wanted to put that information out there. This is still a learning channel, and I just want to take a few steps backwards, regroup myself, regroup my channel, and start fresh and actually start learning some stuff instead of acting like a big shot. So alright, people, that's going to be it for tonight. Try and get some running videos here the next few days. Sunday I'm off, but I have to go to my beautiful grandson Jax's birthday party in Corpus Christi. That's my only day off. I'll be back at it Monday. So you know, the world goes on, nitro or not. We still have family life. So anyway, people, that's going to be it for tonight. Shout outs to Family Affair, you're badass, appreciate your help. Just Joe, if you're still out there, you're badass, man. My apologies to you are sincere as well. And I'd like to just regroup on this, stop all the negativity, and you know, get back to what's important, which